And Zach Thompson is the director of Dallas County Health and Human Services. Thank you for being with us here tonight. I got to tell you, I'm surprised to hear John Wiley Price say the department and employees get threats every day.
Well, basically in Dallas County, we have some citizens who get on the internet and they shoot out different comments and they make veiled threats, and we have to take it seriously. I've had threats made on me, and so my point is I have to take it seriously. So I appreciate Commissioner Price being there today, Dr. Daniels, but Commissioner Price is going to lead the discussion about the active shooter training that we need to have here at Dallas County, and specifically at Dallas County Health and Human Services. What we saw last week was very tragic. Our heart goes out to those families that are impacted. But the key point is we have to protect our employees, we have to protect our citizens, and so we're living in a challenging time, a different time than what we saw 30 years ago. We have people who are on the internet, who are looking at TV all day, and basically in their psyche, they are thinking about doing harm to government employees, and so what we saw last week is tragic. Why the health department in California? That's a concern.
So let me ask you this, do you feel safe when you go to work? I
feel safe. I've been involved with active shooter training personally, so I basically am prepared, but I'm also concerned with the overall employees who are not used to these type of challenges. Most people don't think about physical combat, don't think about actually shooting a gun, but in this day and time we have great Dallas County security, so our building is secure because of our Dallas County security staff. But we also have to keep in mind that someone may come in, lone wolf, may try to come into a county building such as Dallas County Health and Human Services. So we have to be prepared. So we want to teach our staff how to protect themselves, how to retreat, how to fight back when necessary. So we're not saying fight back, but we have to take the necessary measures to get out of harm's way. But of course, through the active shooter training, knowing when to respond and how to respond. And so that comes with training.
Well, let me ask you this, talking about tools that you're giving them in the training, another thing that Commissioner Price had said was that a lot of the employees are insulated from the threats. Does that mean then that they are not informed when the department gets these threats? Because I would think that that would be part of arming them with the information they need. I sure want to know if we're getting threats here.
Well, I think the key point is some of the threats have been directed toward myself and not the overall employees.
Okay.
And so if there was a threat toward a specific employee, we notify that employee. But most of the threats that we've seen have come toward myself as the director. But overall, we are in secure locations. People should not be able to move in our secure areas. But what we're finding now is, again, the mentality of individuals who could take this copycat shooting in California and try to do something here in Dallas County. And so we're hopeful that through the training, we'll be able to teach everyone how to respond. But we're cautioning everybody to tone down the negativity, tone down what we're seeing in terms of the hateful messages that we're seeing. We have a multicultural staff. We live in a multicultural community, and we have to love everyone. So we're not going to beat back terror with these messages that we're seeing on television. We have to beat it back with love.
That's a great idea, but in the same regard, you got to protect the employees. So this will be a first then for the county.
Yeah, it'll be a first in terms of Dallas County and in terms of just the active shooter training. There may have been some in other areas, but overall Commissioner Price is moving forward with having that discussion where we look at it throughout Dallas County. Whatever training, I've been in Dallas County 20 years, whatever training we had 15 years ago, we're now talking about a different scenario now in 2015, and now we're going into 2016. So we take that training and we move that into a different area, and now we move to a more up-to-date training, and so that's what we're moving to now.
Yeah, duck and cover is gone.
That's true. That is very true.
I want to ask you one more quick question. I know that you said today that San Bernardino reminded you of 9/11. I want you to speak to that, if you could.
Well, I think when we saw 9/11, we basically thought we were going to be faced with a biological episode. We saw the tragedy of the planes going into the building. What we saw last week was the same scenario. Who would think that someone would go into a health department and really talk about harming everybody, killing 14 people, injuring other people, and then go down the road shooting at other individuals, and of course the law enforcement. So it's a concern is that we're living in a different time. We got to protect ourselves, but overall we got to go about our daily lives. I don't think we should let what happened last week stop us from living, but we got to be able to protect ourselves.
And be prepared.
Be prepared.
And hopefully share the message of love. I like it.
That's true.
Thank you much.
All right,
Zach,
thank you.
always appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.